All right, guys, let's check out the Cincinnati Watch Company. This is the Centurion Field model here. It is a no-date watch with a Swiss Solida SW200 Elaborate grade movement inside, and it is also regulated to 5 positions by their in-house watchmaker. These watches are designed and assembled in Cincinnati, Ohio, United States. Very, very cool that they do that. And they're actually pretty close to my hometown. Like, I'm up in northern Michigan, so it's not really that far. So I think that's really cool. They have 2 colorways. They have this black one here, and they have the burgundy one. I think one of them might catch your attention. These are really very nice watches for the price point of, get this, $550. Think about that. It's assembled and regulated by an in-house watchmaker in the United States, with a Swiss SW200 Solida movement in it, and a very good looking watch for $550. I think shipping's like 14 bucks or something like that. I think that's a hell of a bargain. It comes with a really nice box. It comes with this really nice fabric strap here. And let's get into the case size, because that may also be a determining factor if this watch is going to work for you. As I'm talking about the size, we're going to go ahead and zoom in so you can get a closer look at that. We'll try to do a little double duty here. So you can see there, a nice beautiful burgundy dial with the gold trim. So the case is 40 millimeter. The lug to lug is 47.5. Hello, there's my reflection. 47.5 millimeter. And you have that nice polished bezel up top. You have a very slightly double domed sapphire crystal up top. You have a sapphire crystal on the back too. I'll show you that movement here in a moment. The thickness with both those is only 11.9 millimeter. So pretty dang thin. That's what you want in a field watch. These are really good sizes so far. 20 millimeter lug opening there, so you could fit this with whatever strap options you may have laying around. I could see this being on many different leather straps, but if you happen to like these NATO straps, this is going to work for you very well. It's just not my favorite way of wearing a watch. The screw-down crown is a 7 millimeter non-sign polished screw-down crown, keeping the 100 meter water depth rating on this. So let's take a look at the black dial variant here. So there you go. You have that kind of like textured dial. You have Cincinnati Watch Company just kind of printed on there. And then you have the Centurion, Cincinnati, or what does that say? It doesn't say Cincinnati. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Something Tuss. Centurion. And then you have the Arabics all the way around, a little bit larger at the cardinal positions, 12, 3, 6, and 9. And then you also have that railroad track there with little triangles pointing out the 24-hour indicator. I love the handset on this, a little bit larger than I've been handling on some other field watches, and I really appreciate that. It makes it a little more legible. It kind of fills out the dial better. I think the proportions on this watch, not only the case size, but on the dial proportions, are spot on. You have that really nice seconds hand there with kind of like a oddly shaped diamond out at the tip there with a red tip on the very most outer part going all the way out to that railroad track. So we take the strap out of the way here. We can take a look at the display case back, which I said is also sapphire. Very cool. No custom rotor or anything like that. They kept it pretty standard there. It is, like I said, it's an elaborate grade SW200, so it's already coming in at a better quality movement, and then they regulate it via their in-house watchmaker, who is also assembling the watch. So they go ahead and take care of all of that stuff. There's C3 loom on this thing, so we'll do a loom shot at the end. Let's pop this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. This size is a size that I actually do really like. I'm noticing that the hardware on the strap is actually very nice as well. You do have enough strap length to fold it over and tuck it, and a lot of people prefer to wear their straps that way. It's kind of a new thing for me, but here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Perfect size. Like I said, I'm going to put this on a strap, or maybe like some sort of stretchy single pass strap or something like that. But it has really nice hardware. all stainless steel, of course. It just wears great. And of course, it's going to keep good time with the confirmed. Actually comes on this little postcard they give you here. Really nice artwork showing Cincinnati. And then on the back side, you can see there the date it was assembled, who assembled it. I'm guessing most of them say JF. And then their proof of regulating it, or at least checking it and making sure it's within spec. The amplitude is very high, and they also check the water resistance on it. Like I said, it's supposed to be 100 meters, so looks like they do it. I don't know how they do that to get the positive or something. I don't know how that works. I've never done the water testing thing, so if you know what that means exactly, go ahead. I know the plus 10 bar, that's 100 meter, but I don't know what the negative test one, so if that's where they pull the vacuum on it or something, I don't know. Test dealer rate plus 3 seconds delta. Yeah. Anyway, it's regulated. It's super accurate. Usually not a problem with these Swiss movements to begin with, but it's really cool that they at least double check them and or potentially get them within specification. So let's give these a quick blast with the UV light. Let's kill the studio lights and check out the great C3 lume. Very well done. Plenty bright enough. C3 lume, in case you didn't know, is green in color. It'll look a little off-white during the day and glows pretty bright and for a decent length of time. You can see the Arabics are already fading. At least I noticed that. And the hour, minute, and second is holding a little bit stronger. So I'm not sure how long it'll take for those to completely fade out. Sometimes they just kind of like faded a little bit more and then they kind of hold steady. But it looks like the fade is pretty dramatic to begin with anyway. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next vid.